Welcome back, everybody.
Could you even tell what they said?
No, it's like the RGB. I've been watching Stranger Things. I think somebody tapped into my music right then. Like, bro, what the fuck just happened? Y'all know back in the day, back in like 2002, used to go to the barbershop and buy your mixtape. Somebody was always talking over a song. I'm going to tell you one in particular that I remember. See how old y'all are. Usher. When You Got It Bad came out, I couldn't find a good version of that song anywhere. Before the song came on, it was always Greg Street talking about new Usher, Greg Street. Hey, Greg Street, shut the hell up, man. Let Usher talk. But anyway, India, how was your long Memorial Day weekend? Come on, man. Talk to the people.
Wait, why? I feel like we just skipped something.
What we just skipped?
We did. We didn't even introduce ourselves.
Oh, the thing about to go off. Sorry, I got excited. This is She and I Am Beloved.
And I'm
I forgot
Marie.
I'm your host, Beloved, and I'm joined by my...
What is happening?
Hey, man, listen. I got a Memorial Day hangover. I jumped right into the episode and I started talking. Very special host with me.
India Marie.
Hey, it happens. I've been doing this now for about 3.5 years. It was bound to happen. A day was going to come when I was going to forget what I say in the beginning of the podcast. It's happened to be today. How was your week, y'all? The husband and wife duo you didn't know you need.
Oh, my God.
But you got us, and we are here to stay. This is the best thing to happen. Let me get you. Hey, on a Monday?
It all came back to him.
Since Tuesday. Let me get my shit together, man. My deepest and serious apologies. I don't know what got into me. I was excited talking about Usher, You Got It Bad, because that was a time in my life where I got my name Beloved. I was in love with every girl that I saw. And I needed that Usher, You Got It Bad. I got my heart broke so many times, man. But it's cool. I rebound. Got a wife. Tell them how your week was. Why you always gotta look like that, man?
Nobody care.
You always hate that. I had the vibes, bro.
We didn't have the vibes.
What?
We didn't. Anyways.
You got dumped at least
week was good.
3-4 times in high school.
Taught some Pilates. You know what I've been focusing on? I've been channeling my inner rest. I've been resting. Y'all know that TikTok or that lady?
I don't know that
she
TikTok,
was singing,
but you have been resting a lot, though.
Go Lay Down.
What?
You know what she be singing?
I don't know that.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
I don't know
the
yet.
Go Lay.
Y'all know what she's talking about?
Y'all send it to him. The TikTok lady. I'm see if I can
Go
find
lay
it real quick.
down. The only thing I'm trying to lay down is some cheeks.
I've been taking her advice and laying my ass down.
No, man. I need you to take somebody. You need to go find somebody else's advice, man.
No. I've been resting.
Too much.
I don't want to be out in the streets.
Too much.
And doing all the things. Like sometimes when they give you extra days off.
Bro, how many days off do you
sit
need?
in the house.
I ain't never seen nobody with so many days off, though.
Just sit in the house.
See, how many more do you need, Queen? How many more days off can a person have?
With no responsibilities. To just lay in the bed.
So what about?
With the cover.
So hold on. You got a 4-year-old, right?
If you want to lay in the bed, you can lay in the bed.
So my girl said...
Blake will lay in the bed with us if you will lay in the bed. But no, as soon as you open up your eyes, you got to get out the bed. You don't know how to rest.
If somebody
Blake will rest with us.
If somebody sits in the bed all day, they're going to get bed sores.
No.
I don't want to get bed. I want to go conquer the world, man.
One day of rest is not going to kill you. It'll actually help you live longer, I bet.
Man, goodness gracious. I ain't never seen somebody with more PTO than her. She got unlimited PTO. How did you do such a thing? How did this become something that how can I get unlimited PTO?
This one. This is what I've been doing.
Let me see. Hey, man.
That's what I've been doing.
I hate it so much.
This is what I've been doing.
She knows, man. I hate it so bad. Because the shit that need to get done around the house. And she just... I don't know about y'all, man. But when I see stuff that need to get done, Now I see somebody go lay down. I'm gonna get mad, man. I'm gonna get mad. But teachers on. Teachers
I
on.
really wonder how your childhood was.
What you mean how my childhood was?
Like y'all must didn't rest.
We were turned up from sun up to sundown. Now listen, I wasn't doing chores or anything. I was outside frolicking with the homies, but still, like we was outside from sun up to sundown. We were never sitting still. The only time we sat stationary is when it was time to get on the sticks. Other than that, we found our time together outside with the homies. To this day,
I feel like you got nervous energy.
What?
Yeah, I feel like you got nervous energy. I ain't never seen somebody that just don't want to sit down.
Let me ask you a question. When have I ever been nervous about anything?
He gets off work and don't want to take his work clothes off. Ain't that crazy?
Cause listen, if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
What exactly are you getting ready for
After
getting
getting home
at 5:30 from work?
Something might pop off. Tell them how your week was, man. Don't worry about me. You rested the whole time.
Oh, I rested. Exactly. I did
exactly
what I wanted to do.
You did way more than that.
Last week we went to a comedy show.
So a comedy show. What's up, Joe?
That was cute and funny. And then it's so crazy because when you in Zanies,
COVID,
you can't be scared of nothing because you're just sitting on top of each other.
Monkeypox, COVID, hepatitis, HIV, ABC, EFG. You're gonna get it if you go to Zanies and somebody else has it.
I kept tapping feet.
Yeah, man.
I was foot touching with the guy in front of me. I kept saying, like, why the fuck he keep rocking his foot back here?
There's something else going down. See, just the cat's
I was getting
out the
so
bag.
annoyed every time I cross my leg. I hit his chair. It was just. But I love Zanies. One of my favorite day places to go, like ever.
Yeah, she go comedy show, man. You know what, fellas out there? Let me give y'all a tip. This ain't even my relation tip, but I'm kind of gonna give it to you right now. If you take a good barometer, right, to see where a girl is on like the sense of humor spectrum, is to take her to a comedy show. And if she's too bougie to laugh, you probably don't want to go on a second date with her, right? I don't think you should go on a second date.
It depends on your sensitivity level and your beliefs. Because if you're going to take her to a comedy show, her first show should not be Corey Holcomb. Because I don't be in there laughing.
I guess you got a point.
So if you're going to take her to a comedy show, go see Mike Epps. Go see Lavelle Crawford. Go see Kevin Hart. We've seen so many comedians, y'all. It ain't even funny. Like, we've seen them all. And then we also went on another date. Look at that. We went on 2 dates in 1 week.
But look, let me tell you.
That's a rarity for us.
I say this all the time. Let me stop you. I know you talk about cutting you out. I say this all the time on this podcast. I come on here and I say, India, how was your week? I said this last week to y'all. And then she comes on here and says, I ain't do too much. I laid down. I just want to rest. But yet and still, she'll have the nerve to complain up until I got cameras in the house now. You don't take me on dates. You don't date me like you used to. You used to date all the time. Let me get done.
No, let's just address what's happening here.
Please, address it.
Because he's a Leo and he likes praise.
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
And likes feeling appreciated.
I tell you, they'll throw everything on the sign. A sign.
Of what I did out of the past 7 days was lay down and rest.
Women, y'all trip me out.
So on the 2 days that we went on dates, which is what I was casually bringing up.
Okay.
I was getting there. He wanted me to say that he took me out first.
No, I didn't. I want to talk about the axe throwing. That was a highlight of my damn weekend. But keep going though, Queen.
He asked me how was my week. And here he is. Because he wants a pat on the back.
I don't want no pat on the back.
He wants a pat on the back. I was getting to the axe throwing. He didn't give me time to get there. Because he wanted me to say that first. He wanted acknowledgement first. So we went on a double date on Saturday with my best friend and her fiance. We went to one of my favorite restaurants, which is Emmy Squared. It's very casual, laid back. Pizza, if you ever go, get the Colony pizza.
Top tier.
It's pepperoni.
It's your hamburger too.
Jalapenos drizzled with honey on top. It's pretty incredible. So we went to Emmy Square, and then afterwards we went axe throwing.
Yes,
and
Lord.
it was my first time doing it. It was a ball of fun.
Yes, Lord.
Like that could be a reoccurring activity for me.
Y'all know how she went rock climbing and got all into it. I went axe throwing and I got all into it. I love it now. I want to go in the league. I'm about to go outside, build me some shit outside in the backyard. Be out there throwing axes and shit in my spare time. But it's a hell of a time. I think y'all should go. When y'all go, if you need, I think y'all should go to the one, if you're in the Nashville area, go to the one we went to. If you want to know, DM us, you don't get nothing free. I ain't telling them. Ain't getting nothing free off me. You got to pay me for that. But if you DM, like, not the people, not y'all, but like the company, they ain't finna just start shouting out companies. I'm sick of it.
I just shouted out Emmy Squared.
And that's why I learn from my mistakes.
But what I was gonna say, because since he don't want to say the name, the X-Thorn place is in East Nashville.
Ask for Michelle.
I can't tell you the name of it because I don't remember. I don't think I ever knew the name of it. I think I just pulled up in the parking lot and walked in.
I know the name.
It's the X-Thorn place in East Nashville. And it's just crazy how life works because I don't generally forget a face. But we had such a good experience at this X-Thorn place. Like, the customer service was top tier. We worked with a lady named Michelle, and Baird had already seen her
there
like a year or so ago with his company because they had like a company outing.
Yeah.
And so he was like, "Oh yeah, I remember you. They're going back and forth." And I was like, "Well, damn, what? I know I wasn't at the company outing, but why does this lady look so familiar to me?" Turns out this was the same lady that did our gender reveal. If y'all been listening to us for this long, she did our gender reveal. We did our gender reveal with Blake at a painting studio. It was at Painting with a Twist.
Her idea. I ain't had nothing to do with this.
And we painted like women in these ball gowns, and the men painted men in tuxedos. And so all of our guests had to guess whether it was a boy or a girl by painting the color of either the necktie on the suit or the sash on the woman's dress. So you either painted pink or blue for whichever one you thought it was. And so we had Michelle reveal her painting on what it was because she was the person who knew. And so the whole time I was at X-Thorn, I was like, why the hell does her face look familiar? And it's so crazy because it was the same lady. I literally have pictures and videos of her.
Well, we got ready to leave, and she stopped me, though. She was like, "Hey, I know you said we met already, but have we met before? We met then?" And I'm like, "Shit, I don't think so." And she's like, "I think I did y'all gender reveal." And then this one right here, "Oh my God!" She got a girl vibe. Showed her the phone, and it was like a whole big ass reunion. Michelle is so dope, though. So you should go to the X-Thorn facility that she works at. I'll let y'all know DM me. And yeah, go ask for her. If she's not there, the other guy was cool. Like, no disrespect. But Michelle is the homie, though.
If you see Michelle, ask her to do a trick. Because she is cold at X-Throwing. Cold at painting, cold at X-Throwing. It's a talented young lady.
Hey, man, I thought she was going to be like... She walked off and said, I ain't even lying to y'all. Walked off and threw the axe with a little toss, smack in the middle. I said, how the fuck did you just do this? I'm sitting there struggling in the beginning. Oh, but trust your boy. I'm an expert now. If you ever want to come compete and gamble, meet me at the X-Thorn place. We can gamble or whatever you want to do. I'm with it. I'm with it.
I didn't think the pricing was bad either compared to some other X-Thorn places that I've looked at in Nashville.
You know what?
Because I think it was like a other place.
Go ahead, keep going.
That I think was going to be like $100 for the hour, where this one was just like per person. It was like $34 per person for the hour, and I think we could have added on like some additional time, but it would have been like cheaper than $34 had we stayed longer.
I got a question for you. Let me hit the button.
During the week, we got deep. Chill. Let's talk on the podcast.
That's what my question is to you. How much is the perfect first date? If you had to put an amount on it. How much would the perfect first date cost to you?
Ooh.
Right now, think about it real fast. Putting you on the spot. Calculate food, drinks, activities, whatever. I don't know what your perfect first date is. You can tell us that too. But how much is the perfect first date? At the end of the night, you open up that bill or you go back and look at your statement for the first date. How much did you have paid to say, damn, things have gone extremely well?
Okay. So I feel like first dates should be no pressure.
Oh my God.
So for me, I'm not expecting a super fancy dinner on the first date. And I feel like people should stop doing super fancy dinners and stuff like that for the first date.
But I'm trying to make an impression too.
A good first date for me, first of all, like, ask me what I like, and I'll tell you that my beard knows. What's my favorite food? What's my favorite kind of... Why you trying to play me?
Memphis.
What's my favorite type of food?
Favorite type of food?
Yes.
Fast food. No,
he don't know. He's stumbling. Y'all see him?
Your favorite type of food?
Yes. What's
Seafood?
My favorite type of food? No.
Shit, I don't know.
What is it? You suck.
Pasta?
My favorite type of food is Mexican food. Okay.
Oh, you lying.
I'm not lying, I literally just made tacos today.
You know what? You're right.
I make tacos all the time. I always eat at tacos. I eat at a taco spot every week. I finish teaching class, I go get a burrito.
Or tostito.
Tostada.
Tostada.
Anyways, so for me, I would like to go to like a nice, chill, like Mexican spot. Give me some good tacos.
You're a Mexican. You know what that is? A Mexican.
You are exhausting.
A Mexican mixed with a Memphian. A Mexican. Keep going. You don't ain't proud of your heritage?
I'm not Mexican, so I don't exactly know what the fuck you talking about right now.
A Mexican cross Memphis.
If we're talking about Memphians, it wouldn't be Mexican. It would be American. All we eat in Memphis is hot wings.
You know what I'm saying? So, you like hot wing burritos. Keep going.
He's on one today.
Come on, man. It's holidays.
For one, he keeps asking me questions and he keeps cutting me off in the middle of the question.
It's old school
with his bullshit. And I don't understand what's happening right now. But we talking about my first date. He already don't know that my favorite food is Mexican food. So
I didn't know the type of question. You should have worded like, what genre of food do I like the best? Mexican, American, Italian. I didn't know, like,
you still would have said Italian because you mentioned pasta.
Because you ate Cajun pasta the other day.
Because I had a craving for it that day.
See, you just got too many.
I don't cook a lot of pasta.
Talk to the people, man, before I say something crazy.
We don't go to a lot of pasta restaurants. We eat pasta because you and Blake.
I love me. Well, I'm an Italian for real. Go ahead and talk to the people. We got questions to answer from people. Come on now.
So, anyways, I know the Mexican places are not that expensive. If we're drinking, it could get up there, ordering margaritas and stuff. So let's just say you take me to a low-end Mexican restaurant. We spend $50.
First date, though, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. You don't expect anything above low-end on a first date?
On the first date, I'm not expecting too much.
Good to know.
I'm not expecting too much on a first date because I feel like it's just kind of scratching the surface. And me personally, I would like, before you go spend all your money on this extravagant date, for you to be boring as hell and for me to never reach back out to you again, let's just keep it chill. Let's just go somewhere that's real low key. $50 at the taco spot.
$50. What else? Okay.
Then
I'm gonna calculate this. Get my calculator out. Mathematics.
Actually, for a first date, I prefer a day date. So we'll go to the Mexican spot for lunch, get some margaritas, and then we'll hit a museum. Museum tickets. Depending on what museum you go to, let's say 40.
Okay.
Then
I'm just calculating everything up. Let's go. Come on.
Finish off with dessert. Let's go get ice cream.
Okay.
$20.
Okay. All right. And that's it?
First day, $110.
$110 for the first day.
And I was actually, before he had me do that, I was actually just going to say $150.
First day, $110, between $110 and $150. I don't think that's true. I'm going to keep it real with you, even if you're going out in the daytime. But what's going to happen is the day is going to continue to progress, I feel like. I think you're going to if you're having fun, right? So we start off with the Mexican spot we eat. Realistically, food will probably be in the daytime, $50. I'm 100% agreeing with you there. $40 for the museum. 100% agree with you there. I know you. You're going to want to get ice cream. But let's say we want to do something in between. You might want a drink at the museum. You might want a T-shirt at the museum.
I'm not asking for no souvenirs.
You're going to want something.
Well, you can look at souvenirs, not offer to buy my own. And then if you offer to pay for it, then you can. But I'm not expecting you to buy the museum souvenirs.
And then if you're a real true player like your boy, I'm going to swing by and get you a rose or something. Just to impress you. Get you a little single. Boy, these women don't like nothing. Look at her face. If me and you on a first date and we didn't hit the Mexican spot, we done went to a museum, then I stop at Amelia's flower truck to get you a little small flower, you gonna look like that? This face?
So
what? That's crazy. But let me not show up at the house with a flower.
If you get the flower,
that's crazy to me.
I just prefer it to be. I prefer you to either like give it to me at the beginning of the date or at the end of the date.
Ew.
Because if you give it to me in the middle of the date and we're still out, the flower's gonna die by the time I get home because they ain't got no water.
Once again, she's missing the point. We're on a date. We're doing an activity. First date, mind you, right? Took her out, museum. I'm pulling up to a flower truck. If y'all not from Nashville, and a lot of y'all are not, it's a spot called Amelia's Flower Truck where they let you go and pick out your own flowers and kind of arrange them how you would like to. If I want to pull up at Amelia's and say, hey, do your thing, queen. Pick out what you want.
You said a single flower.
If I want to get you a single bouquet,
if I'm picking out my own bouquet, then yes, I'll be very excited to do that. But then we're gonna have to stop and give me a cup of water because I do not want them to die in the middle of our date. Because if we're still having fun,
this is new India. This ain't the old one.
If we're still having fun, then granted, I will want to keep going and continue. But I'm probably not gonna press it. Right? Because if you ask me out on a date and we've done lunch, we've done the museum, we've gone to get ice, or like we've done something else in between, I'm just going to let you continue to lead the date from there. And I have seen people started off at lunch, the date went so well, they ended up at 5 o'clock at like an early dinner.
See what I'm saying?
But it depends on... Like, if you're having a good time, I feel like people don't care how much they're spending on the date.
The vibe stake, you're right.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a cap. I'm not saying it's a cap, but I do feel like a reasonable spend nowadays, 2022, $225. I feel like that's...
On a first date?
Bro, I'm keeping it a book. $225 is like the high-end first date. I feel like low-end would be about...
I don't want you to spend $225 on my first date.
I mean, 170 be the low end, 225 high end.
Because I just feel like there's gonna be too much pressure. I want to feel like I can wear a low heel on my first date if I have to.
Bro, you wear a kitten heel on the first date with me, you gotta get the fuck. You gotta get out of the car.
I don't want to bust out the sexy dress.
You ain't gotta wear no sexy dress
on the first date.
You can wear some Sakai's, like you're the queen of Sakai's. You can wear some nice tennis shoes, but don't pull up on me with no small heel about that big, like you going to teach Sunday school.
The kitties are in.
They're not in my car.
The kitties are in.
You getting in, you can get out. You're not getting them in my car, buddy. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. On a first date, if I showed up on a first date with some black Air Force One, they were clean, fresh out the box. Came to pick you up. What you gonna do?
But Bear, what if the outfit? What if the outfit is like? I could show you multiple outfits right now where it's like that girl dead fresh. She got on kitten heels.
I'm gonna ask you the question again. If I showed up on the first date and pulled up with some fresh black Air Force Ones out the box, what you gonna do to me?
I mean, the black Air Force One isn't my preference. It's you.
That's not what I'm asking you, though. See what I'm saying? Look, how is the goalpost shifting?
It's not my preference. It's you. However, you can't compare the black Air Force One to a kitten sandal.
Fellas out there,
that everybody's wearing right now.
Listen to your guy, B.
You can't do that.
If you show up on a first date in some black Air Force Ones, she's gonna instantly look down.
She gonna think you a robber.
They ain't gonna think you don't rob her. She gonna text her homegirl, girl, you ain't gonna believe what this nigga got on his feet. Bunch of laughing emojis. She gonna sneak a picture, send it to her homegirls. You are going to be the joke of the day. You're gonna think she's having a good time. I can't
picture myself ending up on a date with black Air Force Ones.
And I can't picture myself ending up on a first date with kitties on either.
No.
Don't like she'll try to make herself be fly now.
Yes, you can.
Bro,
Yes, you can. There's
I'm not
like the opportunities are endless.
But if you show up on the first day with some kittens on, baby, you got to go home. You know what I'm gonna do? If I like you enough, we gonna go somewhere. We gonna pimp your ride. We gonna buy you some new shoes.
No,
baby, you need them. I see what I'm getting myself into before I even get there. Let me ask you a question.
First of all, Barry knows that I'm very well dressed. I know I don't do
not
shit
talking
on
about
this
you.
podcast, but outside of this podcast, I'm
girl,
very well dressed.
my girl
So
got
Barry,
the DDTs
it
on
don't
right
matter
now.
what. Like it don't matter what he says. I can show up in some kitten heels and he's still gonna like what I got on because it's gonna flow. It's gonna look nice.
Well, God bless you married to me right now, so I gotta accept the kitten heels. But boy, before, you used to wear some weird shit though back in the day. You had these little earrings, bro. She used to go to the flea markets back in the day. And when I first met Indy, she was 19-year-old. Indy had $19.
I bought all of my clothes from thrift stores and the Goodwill.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. If you do that right now, some people know how to thrift and get their thrift on. I'm not one of those people. My girl used to wear these little red ball earrings all the time. She never let them go. I'm gonna put a picture on this episode of you wearing those red ball earrings.
Honestly, they're probably in the attic.
Bruh, she loved
probably in the
them.
attic.
They were like a little rosebud sprouting, but they were like studs. Love the earrings.
I got them from a thrift store in Memphis.
And she used to wear yellow and red. She looked like mustard all the time. And she's already like a super light. She looked like a walking bottle of mustard every day. Yellow and red was her favorite color combo.
But back then,
Hair was red, body was yellow.
I enjoyed thrifting for that moment in time. Every now and then, I still go into a thrift store to just see if I can find like some gems because I like to like redo stuff or I'll get it altered and kind of redo it. But I was mostly in there because I ain't had no money.
But one thing,
I had no money. I got my entire work wardrobe for my first job from the Goodwill. Like anytime I went on an interview, I was at the Goodwill in like button down clothes. This is how much money I'll tell y'all I did not have.
My girl then had 2 pennies to rub together to make 50 cents.
A friend of mine had a bag of clothes, or she had several bags of clothes that were given to her by one of Barrett's ex-girlfriends. Actually, this was like his first college ex-girlfriend. So not the one that came before me. So this girl had given one of my really good friends like a couple bags of clothes that she could no longer fit. And so my friend took what she wanted and there were like clothes left over. And so I was just like looking through the stuff and most of it was like work clothes. And I was like starting to interview for jobs and stuff and I didn't have none. And she was like, well, do you want them? And I was like, girl, yeah, I don't give a fuck who wore these clothes. I just need clothes.
But she give a fuck.
I was not ashamed. I did not care because I think I took like a couple of cardigans. It was like some button-down shirts and like some black.
I recognized them drawers one time you had on.
I ain't never wearing nobody else's drawers. Don't play me. Like some brown slacks. But yeah, I never had a reason to tell you that. Me and you weren't really talking like that.
Yeah, we weren't talking like that.
We weren't talking. We were talking, but we weren't talking like that. Not enough for me to relay that information.
Oh man, you got so many segues right now. I got like a ton of questions.
I did what I needed to do.
Now I had a follow-up off that other question that you ran over. You ran through my follow-up question I was trying to get to the whole time. If you go on the first date and you don't enjoy the first date as much as you think you enjoy that first date, what would be an excuse to why you wouldn't go on a second date? Matter of fact, what's the wildest excuse you've ever given somebody for not wanting to go on a second date?
I've never given an excuse. Toxic. I've elevated past this now. Back in the day, I just wouldn't return the calls. That was it.
Now listen, see, a female would say, that's because he's a Leo. Leos do shit like that. It ain't the Leo sign, it's the person. It's you, queen. You were ignoring people. It's not the sign Capricorn, is it?
Maybe.
I see what I'm saying? Well, they blame everything on the astrology.
Okay. Ooh, I want to say this.
Let's go.
So I went on a date with a guy.
Here we go.
And it started out okay. It wasn't. It was a very casual date.
Where'd
We
y'all
went
go?
to McAllister's.
Oh, I got some good ass Rice Krispie treats back in the day.
And back
Top
then,
tier.
McAllister's was fine for dinner. Like I was probably, I don't know, 18.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we went to McAllister's to eat. I hope these people, because it's like several people that we went to school with that know this story, and I just hope it don't. Anyways, so the guy picks me up.
We all cool now, baby. You just told everybody you want my ex-girlfriend's codes. We a family, baby.
So anyways, we go, and he picks me up from my dorm room. We go to McAllister's and we're sitting and we're talking. And
don't say nothing bad about him though.
y'all know in Memphis on 3rd Street.
Oh my God.
How everybody used to go
See?
to 3rd Street to buy their knockoff gear.
See?
Like their knockoff designer. And so he just, told me. Granted, I mean, as far as like our upbringing, we did have that in common. But he did say that he went to 3rd Street to buy his Jordans and things.
Come on, man.
And I couldn't get past it.
And y'all mean to tell me this person's the same person that's gonna look past them black Air Force Ones in 2022? Nah, she's not.
Because I guess to me, I've just always been the type of person like if I can't afford
Let me ask you a question, though.
I can't afford the real thing,
yeah.
then I'm just not gonna buy it. Granted,
Did you bring it up to him? Like what made him tell you that?
It was just like casual conversation,
okay.
like
That's cool.
like us being from similar hoods, talking about like Westwood, 3rd Street is out there in Westwood, like just talking about stuff like that. I mean, granted, like nowadays, if you're talking like designer bags and shoes, you can actually find some pretty decent dupes on Amazon. But most people probably don't even know these brands.
What are we doing?
To know that it's a dupe. So,
I'm bringing this guy up on the live show. The guy she's talking about, because I know him. I'm going to reach out to him and ask him, do you want to come to the live show? It's my homie.
So anyways, it really wouldn't. I mean, the conversation went bad. I just couldn't get past that one piece. So then, we finished dinner, and then, he takes me back to my dorm, and he pulls up in front of my dorm, and I guess I had told him at some point that I loved cookies. Honestly, it's crazy because every guy that I have ever dated has bought me cookies in some form. Like, they've laid it out for me in some form of a cookie. Barrett's, like, every guy I've dated.
Is anything I'm doing brand new?
He reaches in the back seat and pulls out a cookie cake that he had bought from the mall.
Pause. True player right there. Keep going.
He had bought from the mall.
That's dope. That's player.
On the top of the cake, it just said, "Just because."
Come on, bro. Give it up for the homies.
And I felt bad because he gave that day all he had. He gave it all he had, and I just couldn't.
So
I just couldn't.
Man, and the guy's super
because
cool
after
too,
the
though,
dinner,
so.
I had pretty much already.
He's a cool dude.
He's a very nice guy. So I'm not bashing this guy or nothing. He's a very nice guy. But after like that first dinner, I had pretty much already made up my mind that would be the last.
So what did you tell him when he tried to reach out and go? Because listen, if I do all that, cookie cake, McAllister's, we having a great conversation. If I feel comfortable enough to tell you about my upbringing and how I went down and got some knockoff J's or knockoff clothes or whatever, if I feel confident enough on the first date to share that with you, then I think we're going on a second date. So when he reached back out to ask, hey, India, I hope you enjoyed that just because cookie. Can I go on a second date with you? What did you say?
I stopped answering his phone calls because he was
ghosted.
He was calling me too much.
Ghosted.
He was calling me too much.
Toxic
and that's the
energy.
thing. That's the thing. Like it's like if you call like once or twice and they don't like return the call or answer, don't keep calling. It was like he's like for like a week straight, he just constantly blew me up. I think I blocked him. Anyways.
Has there been any other date that you went on and you didn't go back on a second date with them because of another petty reason? That's petty there.
That was the pettiest.
Now I'm gonna read something.
And then, as far as like, let me be clear. I don't give a shit about designer stuff. I don't.
And she doesn't. You told everybody you wore them little fake ass red and things. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not like that. I enjoy some designer stuff, but I'm not. That's just not me. And I don't care if you wear it. So I would rather you be like Ocho Cinco and just wear regular shit than to go and buy some knockoff designer shit. Like Ocho Cinco, I feel like he dresses well, but he don't ever try to do too much. I find him quite entertaining, and he just be telling folks like, you ain't gotta do too much. He buy his clothes from H&M.
Can I go to McDonald's?
He wears regular, like, I think he was showing people on Instagram. He was like, when you go out of town, you don't got to take all that nice shit. Like, stop taking all that nice shit when you go out of town. So he went and bought him, like, some new underwear and, like, a few outfits from H&M. I think he showed the receipt. He may have spent, like, $130 or something like that.
That's a fact.
He had a pair of Converse.
Nah, I can't get with you on that. I can't. Ocho, you my guy.
But I think he only took like 2 pairs of shoes. Neither of them were like designer. And then, you know, he don't wear diamonds. He already told y'all that he buys earrings from Claire's. Like, so.
Hey, he did say that.
I just feel like just be like that than to try to wear some knockoff designer.
You know what's funny about this whole situation, though? I feel like girls never have to go through this right here. Like, I can't think of a time where I went on a first date with a young lady and did not go on a second date. I don't know anything now. It was stuff on it. It's stuff that you see about people. Like, you're like, damn, man, I really liked her. But now that I'm sitting with her, man, she got a tooth way up here by her eye. I can't get over there. Her tooth is just way up here by her nose. I can't stop looking at her mouth at this point because all I see is that tooth. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you start focusing on shit like that. But I've never went on a date and then go on a second date. Never. I've always given somebody another chance. Everybody deserves another chance. You know, the first opportunity might not be your best showing because you might be nervous. I'm going to give you a second opportunity, but I read something on the internet. They got to read it out loud. Boy, I thought this was so funny to me. Here we go. This girl said she enjoyed the date, but she is not interested in going on a second date because I blew my food to cool it down. I rate that shit like 5 or 6 times. I said, brother, if that's what it takes to go on a second date, then I would never.
Was it like a seducing blow? Was it like a
my nigga probably?
Like, how was it?
You probably getting to it. You probably spitting on the food and everything.
And that's crazy because my 4-year-old, with his food too high, he be like, "Mommy, blow it." I be like, "Nah, nigga, you blow it."
See?
And he be sitting there like.
It's probably what the homie was doing. So it was probably a little bit. It was probably how you were blowing it versus you blowing the food. But I will say, I've never gone without a second date. I've never gone without a second date. Even like for myself, I've always got the opportunity to redeem myself and go on a second date.
And then some guys, I didn't even give them a chance for a first date. Like,
obviously,
they wouldn't invite me or be like, "You want to come to the house and chill?" And I'd be like, "I mean, not really, but I can." We would go over there, watch a movie, didn't like the vibes, never heard from me again.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, that's a second date too. But you were the queen of blowing people off, I see. All right.
I blew you off for a minute.
You get 2 days.
I blew you off for longer than 2 days.
If y'all are new here, go back and listen to the older episodes and hear how she's lying. I had intercourse with this young lady sitting beside me in 3 days after we met.
That was not after we had met. I ignored you for like 2 weeks.
Oh, you lying to the people.
And then I finally returned your call.
You're lying.
And then we hung out.
You're lying to the people.
But I had not had sex in a long time, so you really just got lucky because I was sex deprived. And I was like, well, I guess I'll give it up to him.
I got lucky, bro. I rock your world. Look at you. You with me right
Barry.
now.
You
Listen,
did what?
Once you meet Daddy Warbucks,
You did what?
all you want to do is
that was the time I was
Come
talking.
on, man.
Nah, Barry, because that was the
she
time when I
needed
was
this
like,
ding-a-ling in her life.
What are you trying to prove? That long. What are you trying to prove?
I ain't last that long because, you know what I'm saying, at the time, I thought it was going to be like a fling. I ain't going to give you my best effort. But When you came back, what happened to you?
Like a week later?
It don't matter if it was a week, 2 weeks, or 2 months. One-way ticket.
You had to redeem
Pound
yourself.
Town.
Not me. You had to redeem yourself.
What you had to do?
Nothing. Because you was in love with this kitty, honey. You was all up in it.
Bruh,
you couldn't get enough of it.
Let me tell y'all
First
something.
of all, I didn't even have to let him slide in. He let his mouth do the work before he even had a chance to slide in.
I'm a gentleman. You got the tongue of Tanzania.
I said, damn, is he just eating everybody's box on the first date?
Come on, man. What are you saying? It wasn't even no first date. You just get naked at everybody's house on the first day. It's always the guys. I'm telling you. He just put his mouth on everything. Now, in my head, I can say, you just pull your pants down to anybody. What if he got gingivitis? What if he got hepatitis C in his throat? Now, you got it in your crotch. So don't just put it on me. You wanted that thing lit from the rooter to the tutor. You enjoyed every minute of it. And you did. She can't stop smiling, right? I ain't never seen her smile this much on the podcast. Look at her. Look. Keep smiling. Don't stop.
No.
That nigga blushing.
He was sitting there acting like he just had it all.
I got the tongue of Tanzania.
We're going to move on. We're going to move on past this conversation.
But since
Are we
here,
done here? Because we had a listener
go ahead, ask the question.
that's going to take us to a whole different
I was about to get
topic of discussion.
Yeah, I was about to get there, but go ahead.
So we had a guy DM us. He says, "Hey guys, I am a new listener and I'm loving your podcast.
Whoop.
Thank you. You guys are so open about how you talk about sex. I am really interested to hear both of your opinions on swinging, and have you ever thought about doing it? Hope to hear you talk about it in a podcast soon."
Same city, same friend. If you looking,
so
I'm gonna let you go first. Swinging. Eyes closed.
I don't really have an opinion on swinging. I know that I'm not interested in swinging. I know people who enjoy swinging. But different strokes for different folks. I don't judge anybody.
Right on.
But I also, I guess you could say I'm pretty traditional and old school when it comes to other people in my married bedroom.
Yeah.
Like I kind of just feel like it's a sacred space for like all these spam
I don't
calls.
know, man. Spam.
I just kind of feel like the bedroom is a sacred space for a marriage.
Okay.
And when you bring people into that sacred space, it kind of violates what you have going on. Furthermore, I just kind of think it like opens the door to something that you might not be ready for. I would never want to start swinging and like it too much.
What you mean? That's what you're supposed to do.
Like, but no,
you start
I don't want to get involved with something and then I have a hard time stopping. Like, if I were to participate in it, it would have to be like a one-time thing. Like, I'm just trying it to say I did it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to like it to where now we're bringing new couples into the bedroom every other week. I just feel like it's too many souls intertwining, and you don't even really know them people. You don't people that be swinging. Y'all don't even really know each other. You're just there for a good time, not a long time. And when you have sex, it is like an exchange of energy and your souls intertwined. And right now, I'm only interested in intertwining mine with my husband.
Oh, be loved. Now listen to this. That was a hell of a politically correct answer. I did some research to answer the question because I kind of had the same little like notion of like I don't know what they've been doing, like, how long they've been swinging. I'm a germaphobe. If y'all didn't know that, I go ahead and put it out there. I really don't like things. I think I have sensory issues. I don't like stuff touching my hands like this wet and stuff like that. Anyway, so I was like, damn, like I need to figure out like do they test? What's the top clubs? I looked at all this shit. In Atlanta, there's one called Trapper Z's or Trapper something. Anyway, it's one in Atlanta. It kept coming up every time I did some research about it because I want to know. I want to be stupid about the subject. But anyway, so I was thinking to myself, man, would I swing? Not at this current moment. However, I was reading the message board, right, and the same kind of reoccurring thing was happening. We and my husband been together for pick a year, 25 years. We've been together for 15 years. There was no one on the message board that I seen. I could be 100% wrong, but the average, I'm going to say the average person, the average couple that had been together on this particular message board had been together probably about 15 years. So like after that 15-year period, I feel like they were like, man, we got to try something new.
They need a little bit of excitement.
Yeah, they want to spice it up again.
I got you.
Personally, for me, I don't think we've tried everything on each other yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think there's some crevices that I need to poke. I might want to raise her arm, but just get a little sexy in there under her arm. Skeet some white like deodorant. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't gotten everywhere I need to get. We still got the sex swing we ain't did. It's certain stuff that I haven't done with her that I want to do. Now, with that being said, on my other flip side of the coin, I am not man enough to watch somebody else have sex with my wife. I'm just not that type of guy. I'm not the man for the job. If you are the man for the job, fuck you. No, I don't got to do that. I got something that does that for me. Congratulations. He is not me, so I can't do it. If the time ever comes where I'm like, Indy, you want to swing? I hope Drea has like a wife that she would like to come and swing with me and Indy. I don't know what I'm going to do with all that vagina. I'm going to get lost. You know what I mean? But it's going to be a pleasure just kind of looking at it. I'm going to get lost, but I would like to look at it. You know what I mean? So if you want to swing with a lesbian couple,
oh, it got to be a lesbian
we can do that right now.
It got to be a lesbian couple.
It ain't got to be a lesbian couple. If you want to do it, it has to be. It ain't got to be no couple. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got to be no couple. But if you ever want to step into the box of Pandora, they can swing with a lesbian couple. There's something wrong with me for saying that? What if I want to step
into the box of Pandora and not swing with a lesbian couple?
It's just not my style. You know what I mean? I just couldn't. I'm just not. I just can't. No, that's the answer. There really ain't no excuse behind it or nothing, man. The thought, and I'm not open-minded enough. That's what y'all gonna tell me, and it's cool. The swingers out there who listen to the pod, that's cool. But yeah, I can't think about somebody else, penetrating my woman. God forbid he got 13 inches of fun. What I'm gonna do with that? Ain't no wrong with the way I'm built. But man, I drive a Mustang. What if he pull up in the F-150 Raptor? Start tearing out there. I'm like, bro, why you doing all that? You don't never do all that with me. I'm going to get a little upset. Then you talking about bringing people into your house. Nah, they got places for that. And I feel like nobody, when you start to take on this journey, I don't feel like it should be done in your house. You know what I mean? I do feel like that all these extracurricular activities should be outside of the house.
Them rich folks be having 6 rooms.
Yeah, parties. Right, you got a room in your house for it, then do your thing. But if you can't afford a room specifically for that, I don't think you should bring that type of vibe in your bedroom if you ain't really about it all the way. Now, if that's your lifestyle and you 100% with that, man, more power to you. But with that being said, you mentioned something else. What are the boundaries set between couples, like in each other? Like, do you and I have boundaries? Like, hey, I only like girls who are this big, who look this wide, and who gonna do this right here. For guys, you can't talk to no guys who ding-a-ling bigger than 3 inches.
Oh, hell no.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like,
no.
What are the boundaries?
No.
What are the boundaries we setting up for ourselves?
No, because if I'm gonna go so far as to do that, I'm going to need to be actually physically attracted to this person.
And see, I think that's where we got the problem. Listen there. There was another question I forgot to ask.
I wouldn't want to have sex with anybody that I'm not physically attracted to.
You know what's crazy? Because you're saying physically attractive. Now, at that point, what if you go out and find somebody to swing with who's total opposite than me? While in my head, I know that you're telling me that you want somebody physically attractive. So now, do I get insecure because I'm like, damn, I thought you was attracted to me, and this guy has none of my character traits. Color, hair, height, nothing. Like, he's totally different from me, but you attracted to him because you just said it. Could that bring some insecurities in the relationship? Yeah,
it could bring insecurities in the relationship, but that's why you and I couldn't be swingers. I think Barrett and I would both be in there ready to fight.
I ain't ready to fight.
I think we would both be in there.
It's going to be 4 girls and me, 3 girls and me. I ain't going to be ready to fight at all. I'm going to be happy. Happy as a schoolgirl.
No, we couldn't even come up to that agreement.
What you mean? We like the same type of women now.
Yeah,
I
but
know what you like. You know what I'm saying? We like the same type of women. Don't leave it out there. We
but
like
if we're swinging, it's gonna be a man and a woman.
Huh?
Exactly.
No. That's not stipulations that I have outlined.
That's your stipulation, not mine.
But see, a girl, let me just break something down to you. It's going to be crazy. I know, look, forgive me out there. This, it's about to be June, LGBTQIA month, Pride month, But I got to take it here real fast. Here I go. A girl and a girl can lick on each other and then fondle each other and stick each other. And y'all still be lesbians. Or y'all still be straight on the low. You laughing because you know where I'm about to go. I don't know if you're going to be sitting there and let no guy poke on you, you know what I'm saying? Because now I'm going to get mad because now you super straight and then you cheating on me in my face with a woman. They ain't nothing but a little playtime. They ain't little play.
Oh, my God.
That's all that is. Call me what you want, but that's all the hell that is. But anyway, back to the question.
Anyways, no.
Those
are my thoughts on swinging. It's just, we would not be swingers.
Maybe 20 years down in the game, a couple of women want to come in this thing. I'm open. I'm open for that right now, if she's open for it. But if she's not, I'll revisit that in 20 years. Okay, I'll revisit that in 20 years.
Probably not happening then. I'm probably going to be even more saved in 20 years.
You ain't saving. Now you're saving $1 to make 50 cents. What you saving? He saved me. Yeah. R. Kelly made that song. See what happened to him. Anyway, hold on, man. I got to get to my relationship. I got a story to tell. Here we go.
Now unqualified advice from B-Love and B-Love's relationTIP.
I got the keys. This week in B-Love's relationship, it kind of goes out to all the wives. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, really ladies, what gentlemen too? You got about 19 days to Father's Day, right? 19 days. So ladies, listen up real fast. I got a story. I'm gonna tell this relationship in the form of a story. About 2, 3, 4 days ago, India was in the kitchen. And I came home from work, hard days of work. Went outside, played with my kid. And when I play with my son, I work up a little bit of a hunger pain. So while I'm outside being hungry, playing with my kid, I yell, India, what we eating tonight? She yells back at me, hamburger helper. I immediately say, yesterday's price is not today's price. We can afford regular food. I ain't buying it out of the box. I'm making it from scratch. My heart dropped to my feet. If you know my wife, anytime she utters the words, I'm making it from scratch, the shit can go real bad or real good. It ain't no in between with her. Like, if she can find something she can cook, Mexican is her thing. A Mexican. Like, she's a Mexican Memphis person. She can really throw down. In Memphis, they have a Mexican restaurant named Happy Mexican. I think they named it after her. Because she can really get busy when it comes to burritos, quesadillas, tostitos, whatever. She can hook it up. Anything outside of that from scratch probably is going to not be the best.
I can make cakes. I can make sweets.
Cake. So here we go. She said, hamburger helper, yesterday's price is not today's price. Shut up, Barrett. So me and Blake keep playing. Mind you, an hour past, I'm starving. We come back in the house, any of the food ready. It's almost go upstairs, it's put him in the bathtub, and then come back in to be ready. I'm like, all right, cool. I walk upstairs, boop, 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 bathe my son, boop, 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 walk back down. Talking to her, I said, man, the food ready. Yeah. But what? I said, something like something burning. Yeah. I burnt it. I'm like, you did what? I burnt it. So mind you, the game was on. I'd already lost a couple of dollars because the game had already cost me a few dollars. I sit on the couch. She was like, you ain't gonna come eat? And I said, you told me the food was, you told me you had burnt the food. I scraped it off the top. You should come eat it. Mind you, it's my wife, man. So I'm like, fuck?
That's not what I said. I said I will go and get you something else because I didn't have anything else to cook.
After the fact, I think when you saw me sit down on the couch, you like, man, it's my fault. I gotta get this something to eat.
Yeah.
I think you really start feeling it in your heart. So I'm like, nah, man, I'm gonna come get it. I ain't know you had scraped some off the top. So I'm gonna come eat it. Ladies and gentlemen, I walked to my plate and I put a piece in my mouth. Bro, that shit smelled like the burnt bottom of the pan. I'm like, I ate the whole thing too. I loaded this shit up with hot sauce though. So my relationship is this. Ladies, listen to me and listen to me well. If you know your man is hungry and he just got out work, maybe had a long day, trying to find a new job. I got a new job, by the way. I can announce it finally. Give it up for your boy. Anyway. If you know your man has been at work, having a long day, and he tells you he's hungry because he's playing with your kids. Please stick to the tacos and the quesadillas that you used to. Don't go chasing the hamburger helper waterfalls. That's my relationship.
So
and if they make a box for a reason.
This is what happened. I really was craving it, but the box hamburger helper is so bad for you. Like, it has so much sodium, so much bullshit in it. So I was like, I mean, surely I can make this shit.
Is a burnt pan good for you inside?
Our pots and pans were awful. Like, they were just overused. So we got rid of them, bought a new set. And so it's like stainless steel. We have a couple stainless steel, a couple of cast iron.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not used to cooking with stainless steel. And didn't realize how hot those pans got very quickly.
Mind you, these pans are now 2 days old when she's burning up.
I had just gotten them. So I smelled something burning, but I thought that I had dropped something on the eye and, it was just burning. But no, it was like the whole like pan that was burning. And so, I scraped what I could off the top, but it did have like a burnt flavor because the top was on the pan and like the burnt flavor was just seeping in like seeping into the rest of the food.
It got there.
Because there was a good bit of food that was edible.
So you knew it tastes like that. You didn't warn me though.
I did.
Bro.
But that's why I offered to go and buy you something else, but you didn't want.
I couldn't hurt your feelings, man. You look so pitiful.
I was so sad.
So
then I had to send him out to the store to go get some barkeeper's friend because the entire bottom of the pan was black.
Fucked it up.
Like when I say, like it was black. But I got it clean. It's shining stainless steel again.
So you mean to tell me the
trial
box...
and error. Trial and error. I haven't burned anything in the pan since.
The box hamburger helper had to be more healthy than stainless steel flavored hamburger helper from scratch.
One may never know.
It wasn't that shit. We gonna know when I started itching and got there and having flakes on my skin from what you cooked. Ladies, my tip is stick to your go-tos. If you're venturing out, do it on your own accordance. Don't do it when your family is hungry. Come on, man. I don't ask her to take out the trash. You know what I mean?
So like half of it, and halfway through, he took a bite, and he was like, "I like it." But it's like one of them things where you take a bite, and then like the after flavor just kind of hit you.
Oh, it was lingering. It was there.
Yeah, and then like probably like 6 bites in, he was like, I don't like this, mommy.
Bruh.
He's like, can I be done? And I was like, yeah, baby. I was like, it's fine. You don't have to eat it.
Be done, my nigga. Be free. Blakey, be free.
But that's why I always keep bread and cheese in the house.
And cereal.
I can always make a grilled cheese.
And I keep a daily harvest. Daily harvest pay me for saying that. I keep a daily harvest in the house. If y'all need my code, let me know. I get 25 off. You get 25 off too. Clutch when you need it. Pull you through. Ooh, India. Are you ready to roll? Let's do it, Queen.
Let her upgrade you. What would India do?
Yeah, the longest. Talk to him.
I caught my fiance cheating on me.
I'm about to leave.
So I was catching up with my brother, and she was having her friends around. I said I'd be staying at my brother's for the night as we were having drinks and catching up. I noticed a guy on her Snapchat stories, and I didn't think anything of it until I text her asking how she is, and she ignored me. I then followed up with, hello, About half an hour passed until I tried to FaceTime her. To no answer, I got in the car and went home. I parked the car down the road and walked up to our house. The bedroom windows were open and I started to hear her moan. My emotions took over at this point, so I ran to the door, opened it, and ran upstairs to be met with the guy from her stories and my fiance naked. I looked her in the face and shouted, "How fucking dare you, in the house I made for us, our home." Things got hot after the guy tried to push me. I left and we have spoken minimally since. I haven't stayed at home or been back around my own house. I've stayed with my brother, but my heart is hurting and my head can only think that the exact same thing is happening over and over again. How the hell do I get over this feeling of betrayal and suffering? You leave.
So with homie.
Yeah, that like I feel like this goes both ways. Like if you're the woman and your fiance, the guy, if whoever cheats on who and y'all are engaged, that is God's sign. Tell you not to walk down that aisle.
Bro, it's over with. He's smacking them cheeks in your sheets.
Yeah, and it's one thing to cheat, but to cheat in the house, in the home that you share with your significant other, that is next level disrespect.
You know what the most disrespectful thing was out of the whole message? He said when he rolled up on him, Buddy pushed him.
Yeah.
He ain't even, bro, you know what? You can get off for a crime of passion. You supposed to get loose. I don't care if he was bigger than you. You were supposed to pick up something and crack his dome, man. Man. If I walk up in here now, and if it ain't Drea or Joy in the bed within you, it's going down. It's going digital.
Anyway.
Right, bro, listen. Talking about swinging.
I don't think you really need any advice here. I think it's pretty easy. I think that... And why are you not staying in your house? I mean, I wouldn't want to stay in my bed either.
Yeah, he don't want to stay there.
He said he's staying at his brother's house. He ain't been back to the house since he called.
I hope he changed the locks. Because listen, because you said you built the house. This is the house that you created for you too. I hope this your house. Hope your name is on the deed. And you can get her ass the hell on up out of there. Because y'all not even married. So, man, kick her out and you go back home. Or sell the house.
That's the sticky thing about, like, buying... serious things like a house before you're married. Probably would not recommend.
I wonder what the look on his face was. He was like, I wonder what he'd do when he saw somebody. Like, what would you do seeing me naked with another lady? See what I'm saying? She just smile. I know what that means. You ain't got to say much. That look right there tells me everything I need to know. I ain't finna be in here naked. I don't like walking around naked out of the shower. I be nervous sometimes. You know what I mean? So, made me frolicking naked around here with another lady. So every time I say it, eyes get this big. Bloop, 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 get bigger and bigger. Watch yourself.
I don't have to say what I would do.
Can you ask the question that we had a conversation about this week before I know we're going a little long, but can we ask the one question though?
What question?
This is a morbid question, however.
Oh, we talked about
this weekend. We were around a bunch of married couples, and we said, toss the question out. Came up. If one of us were to happen to fall upon bad times, i.e., pass away, would it be okay for the other one to move on and get remarried in particular? And I said, of course. Like, I would want her to get remarried. You know what I'm saying? At the age she is right now.
It's funny. We've actually talked about this on the podcast before. Yeah, but, I mean, we have so many episodes now.
Yeah, it's too many. I forget.
We've talked about it before.
And tell them what you said.
I told him I would absolutely get married again.
Now tell them what you said about me.
Oh, he can get married again as long as it ain't nobody he's ever dated before.
That's what she said. As long as it's nobody I've ever dated before.
Because if it was somebody that he dated before, I would have to hunt him.
That's what she said.
I would roll up out of my grave, my ghost, my spirit would be felt all around.
I don't know if y'all watching Stranger Things, but that's listen, that's what she's going to do to you, boy. I feel it. So, yeah, man. But I told her this too. I don't think I would get
want him
married.
to be happy.
Yeah, I have a bunch of live-in girlfriends though. You know, nothing major. Tell the people where they can find you
ridiculous.
A bunch of live-in girlfriends. I'm talking about be our living. Because I've already showed God I can commit to one woman. But God needs to know that I can also spread myself around to multiple women at the same time at this old age that I am right now. Tell the people where they can find you, Queen.
God don't like when you play with him like that.
God knows my boy JC.
He don't like when you play with him like that.
JC, are you with me? Come on, tell the people where they can find you. Me and Jesus Christ, we got a relationship.
India.Marie on Instagram. I'm looking for new private Pilates clients. If you're into that, hit me in the DMs.
You find your boy B-Love1911 on all social platforms. Please be sure to follow us at She and I Podcast on Instagram. Leave us a message at She and I Podcast She and I Podcast at gmail.com or the DM. Like the question we had today, most of the questions we have come from the DM. So DM is also YouTube is popping. What's up, girl? Go to YouTube. Follow us over there. Leave us a message. We respond there too. Like, subscribe. July 9th, the live show. I should have said it in the front, but I was too excited.
When are the tickets going on sale?
Tickets, hopefully they'll be on sale next week. I'm giving away 4 tickets, 2 for the live, for the podcast, and then 2 over on the YouTube page. So now right now, when the tickets go on sale, I'm giving away 4 for the 4. So be ready for that. And I'm giving away. I've got to support the people and support me. I love the folks. Anyway, guess what? In the meantime, in between time, it's been real. It's been fun. I